So the second match of the Bledisloe Cup is taking place this weekend, the last round of the Rugby Championship, and an opportunity for Scott Robertson to make some switches, give some players opportunities, but no. The lineup is very similar to last week. The only changes really involving that 9-10 combination alongside the injury of Jordie Barrett, but we will be looking through at the lineup starting with the front row. Number 1, Ethan de Groot. Number 2, Cody Taylor. Number 3, Tyrell Lomax. No changes from last week. Sticking with the same. Ethan de Groot only playing half of a game last week. Tamati Williams to make his way off the bench once again, perhaps a little bit later than he did in match number 1. Cody Taylor, he has had some sensational form throughout the Rugby Championship, so it is understandable why they want to back him in the starting side. I just really hope there's no injury involved for Cody Taylor, as he has had quite a hectic Rugby Championship competition. I don't believe they've started anyone but Taylor throughout the whole competition. Number 3, Tyrell Lomax. He will once again be in that starting front row. In the locking duo, it is Scott Barrett as the number 4. He is once again the captain. And number 5, Tupou Vai, had a slight shoulder injury last week, which is why I thought he may have been rested for this game, but he is still 100% and he will be there as the starting 5. He's been the inform lock for the All Blacks throughout the Rugby Championship. I hope he backs it up with another big one here in the loose forward trio. It is number 6, Wallace Satiti. He's definitely found himself a home in that blindside flanker role. New Zealand, they were rotating between players, Sama Penifee now, Ethan Blackadder, but now Satiti seems to have cemented himself as that 6, and perhaps that is the way that it stays going into the November internationals. Number 7 for his 100th game, it will be Sam Cane. Now, I'm not too sure how many games after the 100 Cane is going to get to, but he has got a big occasion here this weekend in the starting lineup. We also don't know the extent of a few injuries for Papa Lee, for Blackadder, whether or not those guys were even available. But Sam Cane gets that number 7 jersey once again in Wellington. And then number 8, it is going to be Ardie Savia. He is getting closer to his 100, currently sitting on 89. This will be his 90th, but he has to have a big game, a workhorse out there on the field, see what he can do up against the Wallabies. But now we move on to the back line. This is where we see some changes, none at all across the forward back, but in the 19 combination, it will be TJ Perenara for his last game on New Zealand soil. So Scott Robertson has decided to give him the start in this contest. Beauden Barrett, he is at number 10. So no McKenzie, well, at least not in the starting lineup. Instead, he will be making his way off of the bench. In the midfield, Anton Lienert-Brown takes on that number 12 jersey for the injured Jordie Barrett. Number 13, Rieko Ioane. He has found some good form, played well last week. This is a game to give Billy Proctor a go, though, I would have thought. And I should also mention, Billy Proctor is not even off the bench. Instead, Razor has gone with Crusader David Havili. When you talk about players out of form, that man definitely falls into that category. Number 11, this is where they've gone with Caleb Clark in great form. Had that yellow card last week, but aside from that, did look extremely strong. Number 14, Sevu Reece, was slowly finding that form once more. And then number 15, Will Jordan. It was the late change last week due to Beauden Barrett's sickness. It meant that Jordan got that chance to start at fullback. He was extremely strong throughout the first half. Second, we didn't really see him, so I want to see a little bit more from Will Jordan as the match progresses here. But overall, I'm going to say it's a pretty safe starting lineup. No real risks have been taken, I don't believe, from Scott Robertson. He wants to finish out the Rugby Championship, get himself another win, and then maybe the All Blacks get second in the overall table if South Africa do beat the Pumas. But looking through at the bench, number 16, Asafo Moore, number 17, Tamati Williams, and number 18, Basilio Tosi. Now, I would like to think if the All Blacks are ahead by quite a bit at half-time, they would at least give some of these guys off the bench a few more minutes just to get them some confidence heading into the November internationals. Number 19, Patrick Tuipulotu returns after his injury. He was playing for Auckland in the Bunnings NPC last week. He is now raring to go at international level. Number 20, it is once again Luke Jacobson. Number 21, Cortez Aratama. Number 22, Damian McKenzie. And number 23, I did predict it earlier on in the week, although I did think Razor was going to chuck him straight in the starting side, but it is David Havili. He hasn't really lit the world on fire for Tasman. Didn't look that great for the Crusaders, but he's in the side, and he has taken the jersey from someone like a Billy Proctor, whose last game was up against the Fijians. But nonetheless, that is the starting lineup and reserves for the All Blacks. Their game taking place at 7:05 p.m. on Saturday night. We will be doing the live commentary on the channel, so if you are new, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the lineup in the comments down below, and I will see you all for the next one.